All right, let's get into programming mindset. So the core of it is going to be on message tags, message self. Okay, so we can let's take this, copy it over, but we're going to hollow it out. This is for Ham's song request queue. Okay. Where's Winamp? There we go, Winamp. Just gonna take that. Okay, so we're still working with message like we were before. So if then it's going to do okay, this is programming music right here. Anyway, back to programming. Okay, so we can take this and put it inside here. All right, so now we made a Frankenstein. We've made a Frankenstein function. We've taken two working functions and we've just chopped them apart and just put one inside the other, and now we have a Frankenstein. But instead of it saying that, we want it to do something else. We want to have it put something into an object. We're gonna make it. The object is going to be called, or variable. In this case, it's going to be a variable. It's going to be request queue. We're just going to go request queue because I don't want to type that out every time. Equals. And then we're going to use these little brackets, and what these little brackets tell what these little brackets tell JavaScript is that that variable is other variables. And you can put a variable into another variable. It's like an array. It's an array. It's called an array. But that's what it does. So instead of just outright just go ahead and saying that, we're gonna change this to request. If that is the case, right, which is this little, so this just checks, this little bit of code magic checks if this is the case. Wait, we're gonna look at this again. Push. So in this case it was voicemail push, right? Because we're pushing a voicemail. We're pushing something into the voicemail array. And the push, the dot push, that's how you put an object into an array. But of course voicemail isn't a thing here. It needs to be request queue. And so now we have that. So user is not defined. Well, we don't have a user here. Message, tags, channel. User, there we go. Current date is not a part of it. In fact, this whole thing is kind of... Okay, request, and then message substring. So the substring, what this means is going to take the message, right? The message that they send, and you take like a part of that. And so in this case, if the message contains request, then we'll take the first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll take characters 8 through 900. So it's a 900 character limit. I don't know why we'd ever run into that, but that's how that would work. And then we're going to, where does it? Client say, channels. We're going to take an example of where we did that over here, but instead of saying this, we're going to say, this might work. I'm not sure. I'm going to say request queue. So we're going to tell it to say the request queue object, which should just result in it being everything in the request queue each time someone does it. So request Freebird. And what happened? It didn't say anything. So let's look at the log. Request. Okay, it looks like something crashed. Let's try that again. Okay, so it crashes when that happens. Why does it crash? We're going to go into here. We're going to jump to... So obviously request queue is not working. Oh, so what we should do then is, because I should have seen that, we've got variables that you pull into according to this template. I'm not exactly sure why it works exactly like this, but according to this template, variables need to be with the $sign and then in curly brackets. So we're going to go back down here and then do request queue. Oh, but it also still needs to be in these little. It's the top leftmost under the escape key button. It's not an actual quote. It's the other one. It's the tricky one. Request Freebird. All right, someone else make a request. Do it. Make a request. Freebird. Bolivia. Look at that. So we have the bones for it, right? So now just going to do client say, it's going to straight up just say the entire request list kind of stupidly one by one. Yeah. Wait, username. We need to do username instead because we need to know what the username is in order to make a command that is only for you, Ham. This is a command that only you can use. Watch. So we're going to go. I'm gonna check if there's. We're gonna copy this over again because we're just gonna do two of them in one listener. It's gonna be one like bot second, right? Okay, so next, if message search next is true, and because that's just what you do. Is there a name equals hammered man. I hope. Hammered man is not defined, so we're going to put that in quotes because it doesn't need to be defined if it is like this. All right, so we're going to go Freebird. I want to request Freebird. All right, hammered man. Let's say you say next. Then type in next, exclamation mark next. And now, if we do it again, if we do another request, Dragon Force, then we'll see that Freebird is still in there because I don't know what I'm doing. I never said I'd make it look easy. When does the previous request? That's going to happen in the next step. First, I want to make sure that only hammered man can do this. So first, we got to make sure that only hammered man can do this. So we don't have to do this anymore, right? Because this is only hammered man can do this. Why isn't that working? There was another one where I had multiple requirements. Where is that? And. We need to find another instance of where I used and. Okay. Okay, so that should be... The syntax should be alright. If message equals next. And username. Maybe it's because it's not getting the username. Okay, let's see. We have suggestions. What if you try without message, text, or username to see if you get the if? 0 to 8. Oh, okay. I like that. We can, yeah. That's a minor change. So it's the inverse of the substring. Slice equals request. Right, so that should still work. Right. That took me way too long. That was painful to watch. I'm sorry. If message dot message. What is that? I'm just going to copy this again. Right. So that's slice, but that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But why does next not work? That's the important part. We need to make it so that Ham can actually do his thing and like cycle through them. See, nothing in the console log. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong to begin with. See, here we're doing it with the switch and the user state, which we're going to use again. We're just going to use the user. Stop saying that word. Counter's going to keep going up, so we can put them in. And now we need to take them out. But we need to make sure that only one person can take them out. Okay, the wheels are turning. Take the thing. Okay, we're almost there. Equals User state. Okay. Yeah, because it's not just user state. User state's something huge. Oh my god, I can't stop saying that word. Okay, so we'll do it like this, because this does work, right? We were able to access that information this way. I'm gonna do... It worked! Someone else say, yeah, it worked! It doesn't work for you idiots! You can't do it! Only I can do it! Because my name is Casual Elephant. Programmatically speaking, only I can do it because my name is Casual Elephant. Okay, Ham, we're ready for the next bit. So, now we're going to remove things from there, right? Pop? What does pop do? Pop is the opposite of push? Will that take, so that'll take the first thing that was put in? Because that would be a lot easier. Let me just go request pop. Oh, it didn't do anything. Shift? Okay. That sounds right. Because you shift it out and you like pop it out, so the pop would come out the end. Shift. And then we'll do it again. Just to test, right? Request beep beep. Next. I said next. It's not shifting it out. Oh. So when you're telling it, like, do this, like, execute this function, in which case, like, shift is a built-in thing that JavaScript can do, you need to put these little brackets behind it. Otherwise, it doesn't know that you're trying to do that. So now let's try that again. Freebird. Next. And there is no message to send, so it doesn't send a message. It worked. It worked. Let foo equals client say foo. Wait, the shift function returns the value it pulled from the array. Oh, print that into your say, really? Oh, so that's cool. So wait, so I do... foo. There we go. So now it'll say what it's playing, right? In theory? Ooh, that's a neat one. That's a neat one. Give me some requests. Not that I'm gonna play them. I just need requests to fill up this thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now if we do next. Oh, and then we do next. Ta-da!